These are miniatures of it. Self-writing Daruma, and we have them in every size. And the whole point of the Daruma, it's a great story. He's the founder of Zen Buddhism and depicted with no arms and legs because he meditated for so long. And so he's ended up being a roly-poly doll. So when you knock it over, it's self-writing. And the saying that's attached to it is fall 7 times, get up 8 times.
Sanu, and I'm the Director of Community Building and Engagement at the Little Tokyo Service Center. Little Tokyo as a neighborhood is the second oldest neighborhood in Los Angeles, and it really started anywhere probably about 135 years ago. And I think it was formed kind of as this neighborhood that was an ethnic enclave for Japanese immigrants, who didn't have anywhere else to go. They didn't have anywhere else to find kind of, the food that they were accustomed to, as well as kind of a lot of the cultural institutions. So Little Tokyo Service Center is also known as LTSC, and we are a 40-year-old organization that started out as a social service agency, primarily providing services to Japanese immigrants and Japanese Americans who didn't really have anywhere else to go. And over the years have really evolved our services to include the construction of affordable housing, community development, community organizing, community planning, and also small business development. Small businesses are really the life's blood of this particular neighborhood. There are some really, really long-time, multi-generational businesses.
The store is Bunkado, means house of culture in Japanese. And being sort of a culturally oriented store, we still sell a lot of traditional items, whether it's calligraphy and painting supplies, Japanese floral arrangement supplies, tea ceremony items, and also the crafts like origami, paper folding.
Far Bar is a gastro bar. We also have a wide selection of spirits, including Japanese whiskeys, scotch, bourbons. From the mid-1930s up until early 1990s, it was called the Far East Cafe. It was an iconic restaurant. It was Chinese American food that basically serviced the Japanese American and the downtown and civic center communities.
Bunka Bargains upstairs. Welcome to the second floor of Bunkado. Originally, this used to be our music department. We sold more recorded music, Japanese recorded music outside of Japan than anywhere in the world, apparently, we were told by record industry. They're collectors at this point. Yeah, we had so many at some point. My mom kind of liked to buy, and these are were ordered direct from Japan. In the heyday, people used to come up here and it was like, name that tune. It was hilarious.
This was one of the few restaurants around City Hall and for that matter, the courthouses and the police department. And because of that, the original restaurant attracted a lot of the political types, former mayors and council members in LA. Back in the day, I believe early 70s, First Street North was considered a historic block. It was scheduled to be demolished and city buildings would be erected on this block. The Japanese Americans in Little Tokyo, I guess the community fought it and they won, and so the designation was made to make First Street North historic by city standards.
It's hard not to know about Little Tokyo Service Center when you're here in Little Tokyo. They do a lot, and they also help small businesses, which is kind of a surprising component, but it's their vision that everybody has to be healthy for a community to survive.
Especially during COVID, when the businesses were really facing existential crises, and really trying to figure out how they were going to survive from week to week. I think it was really important that we got creative in pulling kind of community together to support them.
The LTSC rose to the occasion and they do exactly what they always do, is they help the community. They gave us a team of people that helped us with social marketing and also with access to information regarding the benefits that were out there through grants or through federal or state programs.
And we were assigned 2 fantastic women who were social media experts and marketing experts in their own.
The Far East building was one of the first buildings that LTSC purchased. Recently, they purchased a building next to us, and they own the Union Center for the Arts, where the East-West Players Visual Communications are located, and they have an apartment complex that caters to senior citizens and people that have financial needs, and they have brought a lot of stability to the area. I think because they're socially committed as landlords, they have a mission statement that puts them on the straight and narrow. It's great for the community, and it's also great for the future generations of people.
As goes Little Tokyo, so goes LTSC. And I think that, for us, so much of our work is dedicated to building a sustainable Little Tokyo and having a Little Tokyo that is not just preserved, but grows over time. And a Little Tokyo that really continues to be a multicultural, multi-ethnic community that is really welcoming to everybody. We want to continue our role in terms of building that community and in terms of kind of organizing the community so that it will continue to grow and continue to be reflective of like this multi-ethnic, multicultural society. And that we feel like it's been really important to the history of the neighborhood as well.
You paint the left eye first when you make a goal for yourself. And hopefully within that year, the goal is accomplished, and at that point you paint in the other side.